And this is a pyramid on Mars. And you notice the slumping, you notice the curvature.
I also noticed that they're 8-sided, which
Yeah. You tell me the difference between those two. I can't. Except one's on Mars, so it must be natural.
the pyramid on Mars, that's huge, right? Are we talking a couple of miles?
This
high?
one or any one, like the D&M pyramid by
Yeah.
the face? Yeah. It's 1.5 miles long by 1.75 miles wide, but it's pentagonal, and it's just absolutely fascinating. And it's also the D&M pyramid is what it's called, named after DiPietro and Molinar. It's bilaterally symmetrical about 2 different axes.
Send a surveyor there. What are we doing?
Right. And the close-up pictures, I know, you're not wild about the close-up pictures of the face on Mars, but I can show you stuff on there that's all artificial. These are walls, these are rooms. So
I want to believe.
It's just a question of getting to it. And there's this one place, there's Vatican City on Mars, but
What?
oh no, you haven't seen that one?
No.
Okay, so
I hope there's nothing on your thumb drive that's going to get us in trouble.
but there's an image, and this is bizarre. I can't get a JP2 viewer to work on my computer, any of them, but this is a JP2, which is ESP091903, blah, 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 red, okay. And I went through and I downloaded this on a previous computer when I could get JP2s to load. And I went and looked, and this is really there. These images from Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter are gigantic. Like you have to, you spend an hour and a half and you've barely covered a quarter of it or a tenth of it. And he looks and he starts looking on Mars and he zooms up and he starts to see stuff.
Yeah, I've seen these.
And what does he see? He sees blocks and mud flows. And then he sees this linear pattern.
If you're listening on an audio platform, go to YouTube like right now.
It's like awesome. And the closer you get, the more obvious it becomes that these are foundations of buildings. The only problem is they're on Mars.
Foundations, it looks like there's actual buildings up.
And there's actual buildings and there's streets. And see this one right here? I like that one.
Yep.
That's why I call it Vatican City, because that looks like
St.
the
Peter's.
Vatican Dome to me.
It does.
And there's other buildings. Now, this is what's happening here is these blocks, this is all filled in with silt and mud. These are exposed somehow, some way. And the closer you get to this, the more obvious it becomes that every single bit of this is parallel artificial structure.
How much of this is enhanced?
Oh, virtually none.
Okay.
I like you could, because if you look at this is still in his JP2 viewer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's not put this in Photoshop yet. And I went through and I looked, and it looks exactly like this with nobody's gone through and enhanced the white lines of the walls or any of that stuff. So when people want to tell me there's nothing artificial in Mars, I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay, whatever, buddy. I actually have this in my wall. Somebody printed it out for me.
Yeah, these are crazy. These are crazy.
So anyway, that's a city.
All right, we need to take one last break and come back and do some secret space program.